Hello lawn mowing people. What I'm going to talk about today is to hire or not to hire. That's the $1,000,000 question. So if you're struggling to keep up with your work and you figure it might be time to employ someone, I'd like you to think about something first. So if you're working a 40-hour week and you employ somebody, you figure they're going to double your income. You may think that that might happen, but that's not what actually happens. You don't, if you're turning over 2k a week, you don't suddenly go to 4k a week. You will at best go to about 3k a week if you have someone working with you full time. So they're only going to increase your output by a third. And you've got to keep that in mind, because that makes it very, very hard to employ somebody and have them working with you. As you've got costs, you've got running costs, you've got things like ACC, you've got KiwiSaver, you've got holiday pay, and you've got all those other costs that mount up. And so if you're turning over 2k a week, you employ somebody, you're turning over 3k a week, then that person's probably going to cost you 1k a week. And so you may say to yourself, well, how do you work with two people? And the fact is that from my experience, it's not the most effective way to work. What I did is, when I started employing people, I found that I could make a lot more money if I put our people in separate vehicles and sent everybody out solo, because then I could have two people in two vans, and if they were turning over 2k a week, then two people would turn over 4k a week. You are actually doubling your productivity there. And that is a really good way to run. Now, the only issue with running your business that way is that you tend to start having problems if somebody can't turn up for a day, or you're catching up for a holiday, or if there's a sick day or something like that, because all of a sudden you've got to jump in the van and go out and do that person's work. And if you're out actually mowing lawns yourself, then that becomes really, really difficult. Now, the way we got around that once we started getting a few people working for us is we actually put them on 35-hour weeks. So we had a solid 35-hour week that they went out there and mowed lawns. And the other 5 hours was glide time. So if someone couldn't make it in, if someone was sick or someone was away, then we could stretch our guys to cover that extra work. And that seemed to work quite well. So for us, the answer was a 35-hour working week. Now, the real problem that we had was employing people, and I know that this is still an issue because I had someone talking to me about it yesterday, saying how hard it was to find somebody to do the work. And we really, really struggled with this. And at the end of the day, we decided that when we had 5 vehicles on the road, we decided to shrink back down to 2. And we just didn't enjoy employing people. We found it very stressful. We found that it was very hard to keep the standard of work up, and it was a very hard way to expand the business. So we brought it back down to 2 vehicles, and now my wife and I, we go out, we actually turn over, we pay ourselves just about the same amount that we used to pay ourselves, but the difference is that we go out in separate vehicles. We work 20 hours a week each, and we earn the same amount as what you would earn if you were running a full-time lawn mowing business. And that works a lot better for us because it gives us easy weeks, and our income hasn't changed. So perhaps that's the answer. But at the end of the day, it's really up to you. Some people do employ people, and some people have great success with it. But the thing is that I still haven't found an effective way of employing people. But that doesn't say that it can't be done. And I'm quite happy if somebody that's successfully employing people wants to come and tell me how they do it, and then I can perhaps let you guys know. So until then, happy lawn mowing, have fun out there, and I'll see you on the next video.